Welcome, folks. Playing some backpack battles, some Queen Purse carnage, some knapsack violence, some fanny pack beatdowns. What a game, right? What a game. I've been pushing for a super mega goober run, but all right, we're gonna do a Reaper run, but I'm gonna mix it up a bit. I am not going for goobits this run. Look, okay, if it happens, it happens, but I don't think goobit just happens. I would really like to do a Staff of Unhealing run if possible. So I might try and force that a bit, because I haven't done that one yet. Staff of Unhealing. Look at this goobit taunting me. Taunting me. But, you know, the magic of this game is you never know what you're going to get. You never quite know. There is a broom, which is one part of what we would need for this. And I can take the broom and roll for a bag. There is a piggy bank, but I can't put it in the bag without taking the fly Garrick or the dagger out. Probably the dagger. And suffer an early defeat. Which is unfortunate, but necessary. We might just have to reserve that to make sure it's there. Yeah, we probably lose to the fry pan. Oh. Oh. The gigantic... Oh, come on, 2 crits from 5%. So unlucky. It's like a 1 in 100 chance. Alright, let's get our bag here. Now... Stamina usage is 0.9, that's perfect. Not a problem. Well, we might as well just get the bag to be ready for next time. Alright, the extra dagger is like not very good just by itself, but it's 2 coins and I can resell it, so. At no cost to me. It actively works against me here though, because of my opponent's shield. You're a little close at the end, but not quite. Not quite. Let's get another piggy. And one of those. Fanny packs, make things a little faster. It may be a good idea to try to not have any more losses. And as such, get a banana. Try and help us stay alive. Instead of just spending all our money rerolling. Okay, so we might, unless we get unlucky with the shield, we might actually stay alive here, thanks to the banana. Banana just makes such a big difference in these early rounds. It's quite a lot of healing in the end. Another banana! The goobit. No. Finally I can say no to that cute little face. How can you say no to it though, Ziggy? How? Let's get the sale banana. And reroll. I won't take another pig because we're not really going hammers this time. So, I mean, and I can't really fit it anywhere right now anyway. Reroll. Sale price gloves. May well be worth taking here. Let's get the extra bag for now. That's a lot of sports. Dagger's gonna be working against us with this spiky shield spam build here. I'm trying to do the shield strategy we ran up against earlier, which was just an inventory full of shields and armor. And it actually worked really well. It killed my goobit run. I was so sad. Yeah, there's our mana robe. Huzzah, magic staff incoming. So the magic staff by itself is just really good. It's you use mana to scale damage. Very solid just by itself. You just go big mana. I kind of like it on Ranger a bit more actually, but I want to try and get that Staff of Unhealing. So I believe we need the dark potion. I believe that to be the case. This will give us some mana to take advantage of the magic staff at least a little bit when it rolls over. Oh, I didn't attach the gloves to the staff. Whoops. Those definitely should have been the other way around. How did I manage that? Oh no. Also, I just got giga buffed by that Falcon Blade. Damage buff Falcon Blade's pretty strong. I see so many goobits on this run. The one run where I don't do goobits, I get like 3 goobits in a row. Come on. Come on. Wonder how difficult it is to balance a game like this? To get like things perfectly balanced? Yeah, pretty difficult. You don't really necessarily have to be perfectly balanced though. And it does have some advantages of it'd be very easy to get player stats for this, like pick rates and win rates based on picking things and stuff like that. But there is a lot of like interacting parts, right? So like Goobit might have a really high win rate, so they're like, oh man, the Goobit recipe is really strong or whatever. But it might just be the fact that maybe it's just the steel Goobit in combination with some specific other items. You know, there's like a few things to consider there. How many Goobits am I going to see on this run? Just taunting me. I'm going to see 5 Goobits and I'm like, this could have been the Goobit run. It's so hard to pull off because it's not like you can just dump, unlike some other recipes, you can't just dump Goobits in your inventory and win. They by themselves do nothing. They said if it happens, it happens. Too late for that. Sale price potion belts, pretty good. I'll take this and resell it if we get something else we want. The extra berry will help this trigger and maybe secure us a not losing. I want to call it a win, but it's more accurate to say a not lose. I'm wondering if we get hammer for economy. So if we buy it and then resell it for 4 and smash 3 pigs with it, we get 6 coins. We make a slight profit on that. I think it's a bit slow. Nor do we really have space for it either. Look at that upside down Goober. Give me the 3 mana. There we go. Bonk. Damage going up. Getting there. Looks good. Looks good. Don't think I'm going to do cards, but we do want to keep in mind that when we do manage to pull off Staff of Unhealing, we'll want things that are going to heal. Funnily enough, Goobers are actually good for that. But like maybe going for more like leechy things might be a good play. Mana Orb for now is pretty big. I don't know if Hungry Blade is good enough by itself. Mana Thirst. Lifesteal? We can make a Mana Thirst though. Gain 1 mana if you have at least 10. It might be worth making a Mana Thirst. It feeds mana into Magic Staff and will activate as healing later on. So it plays 2 roles for us potentially. Lock Dagger. Oh, thanks. Whoops. Yep. Alright, I've locked the dagger so that it won't eat the mana orb. That would have been unfortunate. Steel Goobit's pretty strong here. Ooh, we're gonna be in trouble from that. Can we hang in there? Oh, little spike of damage at the end there. Hey, I might actually, I got the sale price on Vampiric, so this might actually be one of the times where we actually want to take this. And for the healing, weapons steal life, healing amplified by 25%, poison steals life, gain vampirism. Mate, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Let's put this here like this, and then we can put these daggers over here for more leech. We can get our sword now though, actually, come to think of it. We might want to sell one of the daggers. We want to get this combined as well. Make that Mana Thirst. I think we'll probably sell the dagger, but we can maybe hold off a minute. Ooh, gems are going to be pretty big here. We'll actually want to get the gems. You know, maybe just for now. It's not going to hurt too much. There's that. We need that. The Demonic Flask. Will we want another Mana Orb? You have at least 10 mana, steal 2 life instead. Whenever you use 20 mana, steal 12 life. So that's only if you're consuming mana, which this consumes it. It's a good combo, actually. It could be worth getting another Mana Orb to make that happen really fast. What are we on, round 8? Get a piggy. Only has to proc once. The Unhealing is the purple flask plus the magic staff, I believe. I should have actually checked. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. We're looking pretty good here. We've got some really nice healing now. Look at all these weapons triggering and our health just going back up every time they go pop, pop, pop. Loving it. I like it. So there's actually like two functional builds here. There's the Mana Thirst Magic Staff combo, actually pretty good. And then transitioning into the Staff of Unhealing, although I don't know if we have a way of consuming mana then to make the Mana Thirst really work at that point. It still steals life, and we have the leech. Just Magic Staff is quite good by itself. Stamina use is really low too. These two weapons are actually quite cheap on stamina usage. We can realize the gloves aren't doing anything properly right now. Oops. Staff of Unhealing. Cool. We've got a couple bananas for the healing triggers as well. We might not need Flyer Garrix now. We have our first Poiple, which 1.4. As fast as on there. Let's maybe consider getting this. That's okay there. The blue gem would help Mana Thirst produce. Doesn't the Vampirist do something with poison? It does. Your poison triggers your vampirism, but it doesn't matter how much poison you do. You can just do one, and it triggers your vampirism. Your poison steals life through vampirism. So as far as I can tell, that just means that as soon as whenever your poison triggers, it gives you your vampirism stacks worth of healing, which is pretty sweet. Holy Armor's always good, but I don't think we go that route with this. Too space heavy for other things we could be doing. I love having strong healing. Hanging in there. Hanging in there off those big heals. Love and life. Yeah. Staff of Unhealing. So it's not actually a weapon. It still costs stamina though. Huh. I didn't know that. Okay, weird. Like it doesn't hit the enemy. Every 1.8 seconds you wave it around, which costs stamina because that's exhausting. And it heals you for 10. You use 5 mana. Oh, so it still uses the mana. Perfect for Mana Thirst. So that's a really good combo. It uses 5 mana, heal plus 4 more. So 14. And for 2 seconds, healing also deals damage. So any healing, that's our leech, that's our vampirism, that's our bananas. Should be all of it. Mate, that's sweet. And then Mana Thirst is dealing damage, it's leeching. It's producing mana for the Staff of Unhealing. And then it's the mana being consumed by this, every 4 times that procs, it steals 12 extra life. Mate, I love it. I love it. Stamina usage is still very low. Love it. Do we want to get even more life still? Honestly, that might be a little bit worse than what else we can do. Since we're getting the 20% life steal here anyway, it's the same as that. The healing amplified and a piece of armor would be really strong though. I'll leave it in the backpack for life steal right now. I'm gonna need a bit more space. There's a cheap sapphire. We'll do that one there then. We have the option of the Shield of Valor. What do we... This is just for armor. We could just do the buckler for that then, for the healing scaling. I can put this here and put that in there for 20% boosted healing. Another Mana Leech sword. Then I would actually have stamina problems though. Right now we're like fine, and even against shields we're fine, which is quite interesting. Armor isn't counted as healing, no. I just wanted something to put the ruby in for the 20% healing amplification. And so that's quite good. Ooh. They have crossblades. Ooh. A little scary. Let's see if we're strong enough to handle crossblades. It's a lot of damage. Can we out-heal it? Oh mate, so much damage. Oh my god, those crits. Oh my god, the crits are ridiculous. Go healing, go healing. Mate, can we maybe just... Oh, we actually did it. It beats crossblades. It beats crossblades. Maybe... Oh, man. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Regenerated 17 health, dealt 12 damage, dealt 17 damage, regenerated 20 health, dealt 20 damage from Staff of Unhealing. Sick. Staff of Unhealing did 75. I don't know if this displays the damage properly, because that doesn't seem like enough. Okay. Let's swap you. Get those upgrade there. Yeah, their Ripsaw Blade wasn't doing him any favors in that one. Time for healing pots? Healing pots are okay. We do have 2 shield potion belts we could put them in. Cap of Resilience might be kind of nice here. A Vampirism armor would be quite nice. It's kind of like hedging on just getting the thing though. The Vampirism amulet, the blood amulet. Convert 30 health into armor and gain 2. Every 3 seconds convert 10 health into, that gives you like room to heal. I'm gonna need the space either way. We can sell this one. I could buy the leather armor. Although, it means we're not healing for a while, doesn't it? I don't know if you can heal if you're at full health actually in this game. I'm unsure of that mechanic. Does anyone know? If you're at full health, do you still count as healing? We'll get the leather armor with the hopes of potentially being upgraded into the vampiric armor. I'm a little unsure, and we'll try and pay attention to this here, whether if because we have armor, our health isn't going down and thus we're not healing. So we'll see if we get, well, there's a healing right there, but we have to see when this procs, whether it like deals damage. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like you still heal even when you're on full health. Yeah, it's dealing the damage. You can see the healing getting mirrored there. Ah, perfect. Okay, so armor's fine. It doesn't interrupt your healing at all. That's really good to know. I didn't actually know how that worked. I've never had a reason to like consider that. Because like if you're at full health, it's like, why would you worry about it normally? But here, when we're dealing damage with the healing, we actually want to make sure that we're healing. Looks like it works either way. This is cool. I like Staff of Unhealing. I mean, building healing is always nice and being able to turn that into damage. It's fantastic. So now we have some armor slots as well that we can put things in. So for each 5 mana you gain 3 armor. Honestly, quite good. And some more healing amplification, certainly not going to hurt us. We can go ahead and upgrade that. I'm wondering about the dragon. We have enough time for it to hatch, certainly. I don't know whether we're going to get a Ruby Charizard going or anything like that. But it is a no stamina cost attack that we can potentially gain health back off. But maybe I want to just focus our strategy a bit more. I might do that instead. Is this your first time using Staff of Unhealing? Yeah, I just never ended up making it. I never really got the brooms. I never took the brooms, so I never really did much of the staff stuff, which I was missing out on some very powerful builds as a result. But now I've gone through and played various different staff builds. I should do more magic staff stuff though, for sure. Not as individually strong as the magic staff before it, since it loses the self-scaling, but the sustain makes me happy in my soul. Yeah, it's interesting. The magic staff is very strong. And then to go to either of these needs a bit more specific build around, whereas the magic staff is much easier to build around and it self-scales, so it is just very powerful. The sword over the dagger. Well, the dagger doesn't cost any stamina. That's why we can get away with it. The sword does. Hey, it paid off. It paid off. Our leather armor actually paid off, and so quickly too. Loving life. We'll upgrade those over here for now. Although I can do it this way. So we get a bit more healing boost. Mate, brilliant. Brilliant. Amethyst is very worth trying to get. You can reduce opponent healing, or more importantly, generally remove their buffs. Do we need more mana? No, we don't need more mana production. If anything, we need more mana consumption, because that'll trigger the mana thirst a little more, but it's not really a big deal. The main thing is that Staff of Unhealing is going. Actually, let's see. Do we need more mana production? It looks like we actually could, because we're not quite at 5 every time it triggers. It does trigger quite fast. Ooh. We got Goobit Hammer Daggers. We're getting stunned as well, which is hurting us. Obviously. Oh man, no, we got rocked by the big stuns there. Ooh, God. Oh, we're actually in danger of this run falling apart here, which would just be tragic because it's going so well. Yeah, apart from my earlier defeats, we can't have that. I mean, the Vampiric armor is going to help a lot. It basically is converting our powerful healing into additional armor. That was probably more powerful. Maybe make the vampire dagger now? Do I have gloves? I do have gloves. The gloves are probably better. Because that's just... Well, you gain vampirism on hit. That's actually pretty good. Heal 2 per vampiric item. Start vampiric items, which would be this one. Ideally, we could make both. And then the gloves are the increased speed. Along with a big burst of vampirism at the start. I think the gloves are maybe stronger right now. Might be time to sell the pigs to make sure we don't die. Could be worth doing. Like, just get another shield. We really need to not die. Not dying would be brilliant. And the stamina drain from 2 shields is pretty good. Healing book? Yeah, actually, I didn't think about that. It's not like insane healing compared to everything else we've got going on. I don't know that it's worth the 12. I might go just for the, you know, the flavor value of getting a healing book to go with my healing bid. Blind cleanse would help a little bit. Our armor's looking really good there. The extra shield is helping us against the hammer dagger spam brilliantly. And we're immune to armor penetration thanks to the healing. Like that can't outcompete my healing. It's usually the problem, like a heavy armor build doesn't have a lot of healing, so... But the vampiric armor works quite well here for us. Ooh, come on, we gotta get ourselves into overtime there. We gotta do it. I think we might want to put the book down here. Get my reserved book. Don't need that big one. This can go here though, for sure. Just pop that in there. Okay, that looks pretty good. What are we dealing with? Thorns, Vampirism Bloodthorn action. Fair bit of armor and fair bit of thorns. But we're not really attacking that much, so for the thorns to be a big problem. We have about as much thorns as a vampirism as they have thorns. They're getting a lot of damage scaling. We're not quite, we're just taking the edge off it. But it looks like we're gonna out-heal, no probs. I have to be pretty high DPS builds or disrupt my healing in some way, but there's not that many ways to do that. We did it, we're in the survival mode. Ooh, a little touch and go there. A little touch and go. Let's get that to interrupt the vampirism builds a bit more. I could get a helmet just for another socket for rubies. Anti-burst as well. Anti-burst technology. Keep rolling. Yeah, crit resistance is always good. The really high DPS crit builds, having 10% chance to dodge their crits could save us. What are we dealing with here? We got some Poison Ivy Spikes build, it looks like. I got Cold Artifact and we don't have any way of purging that, so that's gonna scale up and slow us down a bit. But it looks like we might be killing them fast enough for that to not be an issue. Look at all that healing. Beautiful. Look at the damage. Mirroring the healing exactly. It's beautiful. I love it. The symmetry. It's great. we need the extra bags? We don't like really, but it'll feel good to finish it off. Cleanse random debuff. Let's put that in there. It'll be about time to get rid of the pigs. Do I go the holy armor? I could trade off a shield for the holy armor, or better yet, keep the shield. I'm getting the holy armor. Let's go. Let's do it. It would be nice to put that there for the extra regen. It loses the Vampiric glove scaling though. And the Vampiric glove scaling is actually pretty good on that. Might even be worth the loss of the 2 regen. Swap the armors. Oh yeah. Simpler solution. Of course, makes sense. Easy. We'll hold the pigs for one more round until the next round. Purple gem's not upgrading? Oh yeah. Ah, it's okay. Look at the amount of armor here, what the? They're stripping my buffs with their Dark Lotuses. They have another one? They don't have another one, thankfully. Look at this. Look at this tank v tank fight here. Mate. They're actually killing themselves with their Vampiric armors. Fatigue damage. Look at the fatigue damage. Oh my god, this is amazing. The longest round of all time. Oh my god. 33, 36. Wow. That was, how long was that? Longest round I've ever seen. The slidey bar was not made to do this. It's so hard to... There we go, I got it. 33 seconds. 33 seconds. Staff of Unhealing did 460 damage. Wow. That's like one of the highest total damages I've seen. For like such a low DPS item. I mean 14 DPS. Wow. Sick. The Unhealing is listed twice. Oh, does it have 2 separate damage listings, does it? That's interesting. We beat a struggles build in a 33 second overtime fatigue build. I know, it's crazy, right? Like, to some, that's exactly where that build is supposed to shine, in that length of fatigue match, and then to beat that is insane. Actually insane. It's a shame we don't have any like thorns scaling or something. A pineapple would be pretty worth buying. With how long we can go, the thorns will really stack up. Yeah, I've got the real Mr. Struggles build. Perfection. Perfection. There's the pineapple. Let's get the pineapple going. Let's do it. Give me that pineapple. Gain 1 thorns and heal for 3. Love it. It's perfect. Do 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 do. Fill out those bag slots. We have one more round. I don't have anything else I can do right now, so I could just keep the pig. Ruby. I could go the ruby for next time. Ruby for more healing scaling. It's pretty big. We'll get that. Let's go. What are we dealing? We got crossblades. Can we out heal the crossblades? They got a lot of debuff. They got a lot of buff stripping. That hurts our healing a bit. Mate, I think we can, especially with the extra shields and everything. We're bludgeoning their stamina. Just beating the ever-loving crud out of their stamina bar with those shields. Look at it. Mate. They don't even have any other weapon, it's literally just that. They cost so much stamina though. Scaled up with 2 vampirism gloves. They were already killing their own stamina, let alone before we came along with shields. They got a little bit overexcited about their sword because they finally made it. I understand, it's really hard to make. I totally get it. There's another 25 healing amplification. Sell the pig now. Nothing else we can do with that. Another pineapple? Yes. Give me another pineapple. These little poisons aren't doing... Oh, they actually give us regen scaling. It's actually not bad. I'll see if I can get something better. And that's all. That's all she wrote. Hey, here we go. The final run. The final battle. Can we win it? What are we dealing with here? We've got a lot of shields. We've got a lot of armor. We've got a lot of spikes. We've got some dragon with bloodthorn. Woo! And 2 birds to scale them. And a bunch of lanterns. This is a strong build. Look at our healing just going absolutely nuts, though. So good. Yeah, there's gonna be some big damage if they ever trigger this stuff. It doesn't look like they're getting the triggers though. Oh, they got one. They did get a trigger though. That's gonna be a lot of damage. They're running out of stamina now though with our shields. Oh, mate. Too strong, what? This build's so good. This build's so good. And one of the best things about it is that like the initial part of it is a mana staff build. So you make a mana staff build, you can like get a vampiric sword, transition that into a mana thirst. That's still really good. Like each step in the series, like we had some awkward early phases, some teething, which probably just needs a little bit of like, you know, smoothing out. But each step in the process for this build feels really strong to me and has a lot of potential. And at any point you can opt out of pushing for Staff of Unhealing and instead just stick with the mana staff build or something. Like you can go mana thirst, mana staff. Pff, great. Also a really good build. Worked very well. Worked very well. Do we have any major issues? Our stamina was pretty good with the bananas. And they're pretty low stamina cost anyway. 0.8, 0.4 is quite low, really. We're not attacking shields a lot, so we don't even have any issues with that. Spikes is like a fun late game transition. The healing scaling. I want to have a look at this. I love how we beat that struggle with build earlier. That was great. Oh yeah, Staff of Unhealing 186, Unhealing 110. So it actually shows the unhealing part of that separately. And a Thirst 87. The Book of Light. Oh wait, does it like list? Hold on. Does it like list their damage for the actual healing items? Oh wow, that's interesting. I've never seen a Book of Light, dude. 65 DPS, 3.8 DPS. Book of Light is better than some weapons I've used. What the? So good. Dagger, the pineapples, the bananas, 6 damage banana. So good, so good. I deal like no damage with poison. They were purging that pretty effectively, it looks like. I love it. That's a fun build. And fun to work towards as well, unlike some of the builds I've been trying to make, like Goobus, which is so painful to make. The Goobit build's so painful. This is actually fun. Sick. Book equals more damage than a sword. The Book of Light, better than Mana Thirst. Yeah, right. The book out DPS to the Mana Thirst sword. Beautiful. Oh yeah, look at that. Rank goes up. I recovered my rank that I depleted thanks to trying to do Goobit builds. We're going back up again. Yay. Huzzah.